Good morning, YouTube. How you guys doing this fine day? Hopefully wonderful and good. I am going to do some acoustic speakers. I've made these before. They're kind of a bulk build type deal. I got 4 of them prepped and ready. I think with this wood, it's kind of grayish pine. I want to make a clear coated one. And then the other stuff I'll do maybe a provincial or something like that. But yeah, so to start off, like I said, I cut all this stuff out. 8 inches. These are 1x6's from your local hardware store. And then you cut 8-inch sections into 3 pieces, as you can see right there. And then you choose probably the crappiest one out of the 3. So for instance, I'll go with these ones. You've got all right, and then crappy. See how it's got the crack in it? So you're gonna cut this out anyways for the middle section. So yeah, let's get into this. I got other projects I'm working on today. Shelf behind me I'm staining, but I'm waiting on stain. So I figured I'd start this one. 8-inch sections, and then your middle piece, I'm gonna have to remeasure. I've got this one here. Your middle piece, you're gonna want, did I write it down somewhere? I feel like I wrote it down somewhere as well. Yep. Your middle piece, you want 5 inches and 2 3/4. So all right, so for your middles, you will go 5 inches. So, boom, here's your 5-inch mark right there. And then you go, I think it says 2 3/4. Yes, you go 2 3/4. This middle board's pretty wonky. That's why I use the middle one here though, because you're not gonna see it. There's your cut line. There's your cut line. And there you go. There's your middle piece. I think I'll use this for the top piece because this will probably get cut out. So we do, for the top, we do 4 3/4. So you go in 1/4 inch. So 4 3/4 by 2 1/2. Just barely getting cut out. Might have to make this one a bit different because I have to work around that knot. I could have used that for the back as well, but that'll work. So this is your middle piece. You go 5 inches, 2 3/4, and then this one is 2 1/2 by 4 3/4. And this basically sits on the outside, and because it's a 1/4 inch bigger, you've got kind of a lip that your phone will sit in, and then your speaker gets cut over on this side. So let's start cutting these out. Okay, so when it comes to drilling the hole for the speaker to work, got your back, okay? That's just a full sheet. I cut these out. You've got your middle and your front. You can see that there's a slight difference there as far as there's that 1/4 inch gap basically. So I have an 1 1/2 drill bit. That's what this is. I think you can, no, I lied to you. This is 1 3/4. Okay, so 1 3/4 drill bit. And then I do 1.5 inches in. All right, and then 1.5 inches down. That was pretty close. Let me make sure my line's right there. Okay. Same thing with this. Oops. You want 1.5 inches from the one side. Okay, that's gonna be too far down, but make your bigger circle, your hole, and there you go. And then I like to keep all these together with, I don't want to call them sets, but the closer you are with your grains as far as like which one you've cut from which, they kind of tend to look better. So same thing, go 1.5 inches down. That's not even close, that's probably closer. 1.5 inches down. That was right on the money. So there's my 1.5 inches. Okay, so this process is pretty simple. I think I explained this, but I'll do it again. Cut out a notch here and here, and that leaves like a canal for the sound. But I like to sand these out first. It's a bit easier to sand when it's still circular. Trying to sand in that hole is basically, I don't want to say impossible, but it's difficult for sure. Very difficult. So, next what you're going to do is you're going to take your 3 pieces, just like this. This shop is an absolute nightmare right now. You're going to take your middle piece. This hole is on the right hand side. Your phone speaker, the way they work is the bottom of your phone has the speaker on it. So I've made them where the circle is over here and it doesn't work. So we're going to take this circle, or this middle piece, we're going to glue this middle piece. Bottom is flat, top is flat, sides are off a little bit, so I'll show you what I do for that. Take this over to, actually I did pretty good with this one, so we won't have to take off a lot. I'll just take a small chunk off each side. Same thing with this side. I'm going to just take like a blade width, I'd say, off. Perfect. There you go. All the sides are good. So now, one last task before sanding and staining and clear coating. I'm going to run these through the table saw. Okay, so I put a coat of clear polyacrylic on these. So those two are done, and this one is done. I just put clear coat on this one, and then the other one I gave to my mom. So they turned out all right. They're kind of a fun little gift, and they work pretty well. So sorry. So I'm gonna let those dry, but that is it for this video. Like I said, hopefully you guys like making these. These were a bit of a longer process. I didn't quite get to them on time. I had some other projects I'm working on, so plus it's really hard. I take the camera out and I go to record, and then I record a lot, and my battery dies, and then halfway through I'm like, I don't have a lot of time, so I'm like, well, I'm just gonna keep chugging along. So you kind of miss out on a lot. Same thing with this. I started recording a helicopter I was making. I found these online. They're kind of cool. And I got about probably just the first piece cut out. And that was about it. So I do plan on making a second one for someone else. So I will record that one and edit that for you guys. But thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day, and I hope you guys continue to support me, and I appreciate everything you guys do by watching my videos and liking and sharing and all that. And thank you for being here, like I said. So I'll see you guys in the next one.